Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So I haven't really figured out streaming yet, but right now I'm recording and live streaming, but I'm not sure what's wrong with the link. But anyway, moving on, I'm going to be talking about the crypto markets in general in this current first week of May. So I'm going to just test out the stream, and first and foremost, I want to go talk about the difficulties with streaming because I'm so unfamiliar with this setup. So I don't know if everybody knows that there's actually a lot of work that goes into streaming. So I'm just gonna rant for a little bit and test out whether there are viewers first. I'm not entirely sure how to use this setup right now, but I bought a new camera. So oh shit, privacy is unlisted. I am a dumbass. How do I test it out? Okay, fuck. Sorry, I'm fucking terrible. Took me like a while to figure this out. Let's see if this works now. I have no idea what I'm doing. Once again, does this work? Oh my god, it works, it works, it works. I have something wrong with my latency, so dude, I'm not an expert at this, man. Like, I wish I knew what I was doing, but I don't. Let's see. Stream setting, ultra low latency. Is this live? I think there's like a slight delay, and I'm not sure if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Okay, anyway. I'm just gonna start off with like a little bit of a rant to wait for people to join and also to figure out whether I know how to use this thing, because I don't. So I'm gonna be recording at the same time, so I'm gonna upload this to YouTube later on, but yeah, let's see if this works. I also got a new camera set up. I'm just gonna show you. It's pretty cool. Got like one camera, two camera. This whole setup costs, okay, I'm gonna talk about it right now. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the weekend market updates, right? And aside from that, we're also going to do about a social media rant about, in general, I'm just going to rant about trading and doing YouTube and social media because I'm still very unfamiliar with this platform, right? So I think most of you might have followed me from TikTok. The reason I use TikTok personally is because I think it's quite good to market myself if I'm going to do some kind of fund management or financial content creation, which is what I wanted to do. But generally, I don't know if it's a Singaporean thing, but I do get some flack from that. And I know that there's a lot of finance gurus out there. I don't proclaim to be one. I'm not an expert. I'm not an economics professor. I say again, I'm just someone that's sharing my thoughts. And I've been trading profitably for the last years. I don't know, I started 7 years ago, but the last 2 years have been quite profitable for me. If you want, you can go check out my Telegram. I really show full disclosure. I think I've been trading quite well. I don't know if you want to agree or disagree. I never delete anything. You can check my Twitter. You can check my Telegram. I'm not the best. Like, by all means, you could be better than me and you could make more money than me, but I think I'm okay, right? So I understand that I'm not saying you should go and all into my trades or whatnot. I'm still trying to expand into different kind of. It takes a lot of time. Like if I were to show you, right, like I do quite a lot of stuff on my own free time. So I post like 3 TikToks a day, 2 Instagram posts a day. I run an Amazon e-commerce business. If you ask me what I'm doing on the side, I finance my own uni education myself. I finance my own place myself. I'm just doing this for fun. Generally, I haven't. I'm not at the stage I can retire or anything else, but I've made enough to survive, like quite okayly for myself. As long as I don't buy a watch every day or something, I can survive. And I don't really spend that much anyway. So I'm just doing this for fun. I want to do finance content creation. I'm not like I said. Like if you ask me the details of economics, or you ask me like the Black-Scholes model of options, I can't tell you everything, but I do understand certain aspects of derivatives, and it's what I primarily know how to do. So that's what I'm trying to share. It's my own journey. I'm not trying to sell a course or some guru or something. At most I will put it out there like right now. I will sell like a $15 newsletter course thing or a $99 video lesson tutorial thing, but I'm not trying to sell like you go check out those wealth gurus, how much they charge for their courses. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to, and I won't give signals also. I'm gonna repeat again. It's not signals. I just give my own market analysis, and it's the price of a Netflix. Like, come on, you can't shit on me for being wrong. And generally, I don't think I've been wrong. So considering that I've not been that wrong for the last 3 months, and I already have this kind of feedback, I don't even know how to deal with this in the longer term. But I guess the idea here is just to give value and see what happens next. All right. Anyway, I can show you some of the stuff I'm working on. I have. Yeah, I know, I get it. Why not rent and purchase a why do you rent or purchase a property that's an asset? Okay, I'll talk about this in a later video. Like I have videos planned and set out. There's a lot of scripting that goes on here also. But the reason I choose to rent is because, sorry, there's something on my screen. The reason I choose to rent is because I might be moving in the future. I don't really see Singapore as like the place I want to grow a base and everything else. But in the future, I will definitely be buying a place lah. But not right now. And I'm not at the it depends lah. Okay, sorry. Let me go and turn on my trading view. I'm trying to see if this works. Okay, it works. So yeah, I can show you my camera setup. I bought 2 new cameras. It's like it's pretty good. I like switching the camera angles. Okay. So I've worked out on some finance material here. This is like the stuff I'm working on how to teach like lettering and stuff. I'm also gonna try to do live streams once per weekend if I can. But generally, the reason why I'm able to do this, like compared to the past, is because I don't take high leverage trades, and that's something I wouldn't advise you to do as well. Because I personally take leverage on 1 to 3 times for my crypto, and in terms of stocks, right, I buy monthly. So if you look at all my Tesla options, right, which I've traded, right, I generally do like 3 months. Even it might be quite expensive, but if you're more speculative, you can go for 1 month. I think most of my analysis when I covered Tesla, right, it's from. You can hold it for a month, like I did quite a few. I'm going to go through them in quick detail, and also where I see the prices of certain altcoins are going, right? So yeah, I've also been working on some new newsletters and Canva material for like, I don't know, I was just writing some random stuff about like, I don't know, I was doing graphics with this also. So I do 3 websites, you can go checking them out. But in general, I'm not trying to sell shit. I'm just going to go into detail of the stock market and stuff, whatever. Okay. Dude, I also write scripting for all the stuff. Okay, so never mind. I'll do that in a later video. Okay, so let us go into the details of the market right now. So, oops, what's happening here? Okay, sorry, this is quite messy. Oh, okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. Sorry. Let me fix this. Dude, I need to change this picture so it looks. It's my topless photo. It does not bode well with why am I even yeah, I need to go and revamp my whole YouTube thing, but okay, not the point. I'm not trying to sell fitness programs as well. Okay, so the basis of, I'm gonna go for crypto first, then I'm gonna go into Tesla, and after Tesla I will go into can I chart with a free account? I sometimes use incognito to chart because I don't want to show my live trading account. It's not because I'm trying to hide shit, it's just that I don't want to show. I'm scared of people like trying to rug pull my account. I don't know, I'm just very OCD these days. I've got scammed before, if you want to ask. Like about trading losses, I've taken trading losses too, but in general, it is over years of experience I know what I'm doing lah. So you can go check out the Telegram channel. I did call a 48k top initially, and I said to hold this down to low 30s. I know most people wouldn't hold this down on the basis that you will want to take profit. When you see such big profits, you will want to take profits. It's kind of like for me in the past also, when I took my big XC trade, I shorted XC from 155. I shorted about half a mil there. The reason is that when you have so much when you already have so much profits there to take, right, you will want to take profits. And I understand that. Another theory is that you can put a trailing stop loss, but when I say trailing stop loss, you have to put them at the next local top I tell you, and not I tell you to put, but it's like, let's say after 48k it goes down to 40k, you need to put your trailing stop loss at the next stop at 42. And then I did say 42.7. You can go and check this chat here. I did say 42.7. Oops, camera angle, shit. I did say 42.7 here, about somewhere here, resistance at 42.7, and I was also taking, I think it was around here. This was no, this was May, shit. I don't know, 42.5, if I'm not wrong. What's wrong with my camera angle? Okay, I need to change my camera angle thing later. Yeah, but a move to, I did say on April 19 that we'll see a move to 42.2 to 42.7. I know we went to 43.1 after that, but Generally, the reason I can hold a position longer and I don't get stopped out is because I don't put a stop loss at the initial part. I put a stop loss after it trails down. Then I'll put a stop loss there and I'll let it trail down. And if my long-term view is correct, I don't mind putting a more flexible stop loss. But the only way you can do this is to take a leverage that you're comfortable with. In general, if you're opening, I'm assuming most people have 1K. If you're opening a 1K position size, you will want to open about 3 to 5K in contracts if you're a bit more speculative, if you're doing crypto. This is how I would do it. In general, after I let it run down, my targets I'm looking at, like I mentioned in the past, was I think 32, 31, 32 to 28 somewhere I would definitely be closing. Like this is my final closing point for most of my BTC. But if you want to find a way to correlate BTC to alts, right? Let's say you're trading altcoins, like you're trading Luna or whatever, right? There's this website. If I'm not wrong, it's called. You can go and search BTC correlation to alts. Oh shit, yeah. This coinpredictor.io. I use this website to correlate different assets. And once I find a correlation ratio, there's a way to put a correlation ratio here. So actually, I know it's hard to do this live, but I'm sure you can. There's a correlation coefficient. You can put a symbol here of your next coin. Let's say you're putting FTT USD. Then you can correlate these two, and then you can find a correlation ratio. I'm gonna do a video on this later, but I can't explain it to you right now. But essentially, if you're looking for, let's say, Luna or the bottom on FTT or Solana, you can use this kind of correlation ratios to find a bottom. Above that, you also need to do analysis on it, technical analysis on it. So in general, the point I'm looking at, how I do it is, I'm not going to give you my whole trading strategy. I mean, I'm open to giving it, but right now I'm just trying to keep things simple. I use a lot of data. I use like liquidation strategies as well, and open interest and all that kind of stuff. But in general, this is a very strong point. So this is where I will be looking for long-term closes. Around here already, you don't have to price it too in detail because you are going to be expecting a bounce at about 33 to 32 already. The deepest wick it can go is under 30. But that's if you really want to eat the most out of everything. But after trading for a certain time, I understand that you don't have to take the perfect bottom. You don't have to get a perfect top. You just need to get the general direction correct. We will see a relief bounce soon back to I would say 36, 37 even. Like, I would say there will be a relief bounce here. If you just plot a Fibo here, let's say it drops to... You only can do the Fibo once the bottom is established. So I'm expecting about 32. Let's say we'll bounce back to 36 later. So it doesn't really matter. Even if you close here and it bounce back to 36 later, it should be fine. You know, it will bounce back to around that region. Maybe not 36, but at least 35. You know, so this is an okay region to go for longs. But will you want to suffer all the way as it goes to 32 or 33? Not my style. I would probably just ladder exits and flip long. So whenever I always write in the chat, ladder exits and flip opposing position, it's based on this odds ratio I do. I'm also trying to work on I don't know if I can show it here, but I'm working on I'm doing some Python code to like, it's a code to show you where to ladder out, how to at each. So I'm going to write possibilities of each region. Let's say I say 32, there's a 50% chance, 33 there's a 30% chance. At each possibility there's a different ladder out ratio. So it will all be very systematic. When you take the emotions out of the game, trading becomes a lot easier. The problem with trading is sometimes I'm very emotional, and when leverage is high, it's literally leveraging your emotions. So I try to not do so much in terms of managing my emotions. I try to use a systematic approach to it. So you're gonna see a lot of wealth gurus say they got a systematic approach to it, but generally I'm trying to code this code is not to make you, it won't take a trade for you. It just tells you the ratio to put your inputs in your trades. But it's gonna take me like a couple of months to figure this out. Okay, so basically I will teach in a video how to let out in certain ratios. So essentially if I say, normally I'll write percentage chance, so like 50% chance. I don't know whether I'll write it here. Yeah, I'll write in like 50% chance or 30% chance. When you have this kind of chance possibility is when you change your take profit, and after that with a reach off the bat, I'm gonna tell you I'll give you today I'm just gonna test out this stream now. So you can't expect anything that amazing from this stream. Apologies if you came here, but I hope there's some value that you can take from this. But I'll try to up the level with every week lah. I'm trying to figure out how to do this also lah. So essentially, right, the idea here would be to close here. Why is it red? Okay, the idea would be here to close here and then to flip long here. So if we do get around 31, 32 as well, I'll be flipping long. I will always close before I flip long, because it's easier to just close and then re-short if you still think the general trend is down. If you ask me whether the general trend is down or up, I can't possibly say to you right off the bat. I'm not a guru. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet. But the thing is, right, given the interest rate hikes this whole year, right, I already told you many times I don't see this as a bullish year. So I think that the trend will be down unless the Feds change the status of it. Because US is a very, very big economy, and if they inject money out of crypto, it will be down. So if you ask me where is the bottom, like the parochial bottom, is that the right word to use? It'll be about in the 20s lah, maybe slightly under 20s, I would say, but it will not go deeper than that. And generally, if you are looking for a reversal pattern, right, it will encounter a period of consolidation. So if you go look at long trend lines in the past, right, every time it has rebounded, it will have to stay within a small, very tight consolidation wedge. Okay, if everything sounds alien to you, right, I'm just going to explain it to you in like what you're going to look for, right, when it finally hits a bottom too. If you're going to buy like a one-time long-term thing, if like I have friends that ask me, oh, when should I buy as a long-term thing? I don't say now. I never tell my friends to buy now. Like that's my friends. You're not my friends. Okay, I don't know. Maybe you're my friends. I don't know. But essentially, like, you'll want it to, what's this shit? You'll want it to consolidate over a very tight region first before it rises. See, if you go look at the trend lines in the past, right, after it dropped from 20k, right, it consolidates within a very tight region. Okay, so it would, if you're asking me what will happen to it, my prediction, you can take it as it may or may not happen, but in Q3 or Q4 is when we'll finally find a bottom, and it will consolidate over a period of time within the range of 18 to 28. It will consolidate very tightly there until everybody starts giving up on it, and then it will bounce. It has to find a place where everybody has totally given up on it. And I think alts can fall a lot deeper than crypto. So if you're talking about Bitcoin or Ethereum, I don't think they fall as deep as alts. If you look at my XC short, I shorted XC from 155. Now it's $20. If I held the whole short, I'll make $500,000. I say that, but I'm also sad I didn't make $500,000 but I made decent from it But the thing is, like, you don't have to take every win. You just have to be profitable over the long run. That's the idea of trading. Like, you don't treat. I write this on the back of my iPad. You don't take your wins too seriously. Don't take your losses too seriously. It is just a game. It is something that you try to accumulate. And if you get beaten up over one loss, then you're not gonna make it Like, sounds very cliche, but it's true. Okay, so that's where I'm expecting crypto. I'm expecting this bounce in this region. With regards to the Discord group, I'll be porting over people who have previously in the main group to the Discord group, where you will receive live stream updates like this. So the benefit of being inside there, I'm not gonna sell the benefit to you so much because it's only like, I don't know, it's like $10 only. So I'm not gonna it's not a sales pitch. But the idea behind being in that Discord group would be that you can get immediate analysis on assets I want to look at Like, if you tell me to look at this, I'll try and look at it I have a TradingView Pro account, but I'm trying to figure out how to not show too much of my own personal details. I'm very scared of getting scammed or doxed. So actually, I'm doxing myself. Yeah. So in general, I'm still learning. I don't have any like intel or like inside information stuff, but I do have some friends and connections. My partner, my girlfriend, she works at investment bank. I'm not going to disclose it, but I don't get all my information by myself. Like, if you go and look at, there's a reason I can manage so many channels. I do a newsletter per week. I update all this kind of stuff. It's because I have 2 or 3 people who are giving me some information to help also. But these are friends, right? So one of them is my SMU schoolmate. One of them is my girlfriend my girlfriend is a NTU first class honor. She's like solid in finance. So I am a finance student, but I'm not the best. I don't want to claim to be there's a 40-year-old investment banker that's better than me. I guarantee it. But just because you know finance better doesn't mean you can trade better. Trading is a skill. It takes a bit of a risk appetite. Not everybody can do it, and maybe they know fundamental analysis better, but technicals is a different thing, right? So I'm not trying to sell any shit. I'm not going to say I'm a guru, I'm a perfect trader, but I've been trading okay. Okay, so anyway, back into, why am I talking so much nonsense? I'm not even trying to sell shit. Okay, Tesla, right? So where am I looking at Tesla? I've always said in this chat I was looking at lower 800s. Okay, let me get to the questions in a bit. I've been talking to myself a bit too much. Do you think Tesla will go below 800? Where you learn to trade options. Okay, I can't give out too much content right now as in me as an individual because I am limited by my time. Actually, I'm quite free now, but I'll try to do it I have videos that will be coming up. I have some of my favorite YouTubers here. George Gammon. This is a forex guy, but that depends on what. This is more like a FA guy. Like, he teaches you basic inflation theories and stuff. Wicks Don't Lie is good for forex. Who do I like for options? There's this guy. It depends how you can learn the basics from this guy, Robin Hood. But the thing, this guy, In the Money. He's very good at trading. You can watch this video first. I go more into detail you need to learn the nature of options before. Okay, don't go and pay for those options guru courses or some shit like that. You can learn it yourself. But after learning options, right, you're learning how the inputs of it, right, you still need to learn how to do the technical analysis. Because even if you know how to use the function of everything, right, you still need to know where the market direction is going. And that's why trading is not just using the platform. You need to know how the understanding of the market as well. So yeah, hopefully that makes some sense to you. I'm gonna try to do more videos, but I'm gonna be a technical analysis person for now. I have things in the work, but it's gonna take me some time, and I'm still figuring out this whole video thing. Okay, so Tesla, right, we're seeing a very strong support here. Why? Because this is a very strong resistance in the past. I don't know where you hear this theory called resistance is new support. It's true lah, of course, because when people buy here and they sell here, right, let's say they sold here, right, then it went up. They will feel very FOMO because they sold their Tesla here. Then finally, when it reaches back this point, they want to buy back. So this is where I think it's a strong point of control. We call this thing a high volume node in trading, HVN. You use this system called VPVR, visible range. So you'll be looking at this as a strong support region. And generally, if you draw a trend line, I'm not drawing random lines, obviously, this will be a strong support. But whether in the long term this holds, right, I don't think so. Because if we truly enter a recession, right, which there is a strong possibility of, they cannot keep interest rate hikes at this 50 basis points. To be honest, to fight inflation, it has to go to the inflation at 4 to 8%, it has to go a lot higher. There has to be a 150 basis point hike. And if there's a 150 basis point hike, this will decrease a lot of liquidity in the market. Like I said, not economics professor, but when they increase interest rates, federal funds rate increase, borrowing rates increase, and everybody will start to want to cash out of their assets. That's basic economics. Someone on TikTok is going to tell me my economics is wrong, but I believe in it. Okay, whatever. Fuck that shit. Okay, basically, I'm going to expect a bounce here to lower 800s. Obviously, here will be a wickish range. Means it will... That day I said I bought... I think in my chat, I did say that I went into call options on Tesla. Okay, so So I got into call options on Tesla at about 860. And I said we'd get to 900, which we did. And then I exited there at 900, which was not the perfect top. But in this kind of bearish market conditions, right, I'm okay with taking profits at 900. I'm totally cool with that. Like, it went to 930 and I flipped shorts here. I flipped into puts here. If you recall on the Telegram chat here, I flipped into... So I said, I was second guessing myself here. I remember April 29. Stupid. How do I close this? Drawing for free. Okay, next time I'm going to use my account, okay? Like, I'm legit going to use my account, but I need to go and figure out how to not dox myself. Okay, sorry, it's a bit cluttered today, but once I figure it out, it will get better. It's just at an early stage of my development as a content YouTube finance creator, which I have no idea how to do. Okay, basically, right, when it went 840 at about... Where was this date? This was April 29. Oh, that was a while ago. Okay, April 29, it was around here. Right, so I know it did a big wick here. So I started entering at about 855, 865. I was second guessing myself here, what to do. Then I was like, fuck it, just all in. So I all in about 865, 868. This is live, like, I'm gonna check the date, 204 at 204 a.m. April 29. Issue is, you might not be awake at the time I'm awake. Which, unless you are doing like a sales job, you will not be. I'm doing this full time, as in. That's why I chose to do content creation or something else, because I can trade at the same time. The reason I still need a stable income. Even if I can make money from trading, I still want to do content creation, because if people ask me, this is the answer I'm going to give. Like, I do want to do something that I can wake up at 2 a.m. to trade, because I like trading. So 860 is around here. I said I'll run up to at least 900, and then I can go and read it. Basically, I was predicting 950. It did get to 950, but I didn't hold to 950. I cut out about 900, 910. It's fine. I cut out around here. It went down. It went up again. I don't care. But around this period here, I started taking. I did say, so I always say, I mentioned before, I take profit before I start flipping. So my region for take profit was about 910, 920 is fine. I was definitely going to flip at 950, which is what I wrote. So I did say we're going to flip. You can go and check it out. I said at 950, I wanted to flip into put options, which is why I tried to flip into 950. This is my rationale. So if we get to 930, 950, I'm actually going to be opening put options. I wrote it all here, right? You can see it here, right? Can I highlight it? Does it show? It does show. Okay, so yeah, I wrote it here. I was going to flip into 930, 950 put options, which is what I did. So after this 930, 950 put options I took here, I did say we're going to hold it to low. So I'm still holding these options, correct? But where do I want to close them? I would say you're not gonna close it at 400 or 500. Don't be foolhardy in expecting that we're gonna get a fucking severe crash. Okay, I need to mind my language. Also, shit. I'm okay. Dude, this is a very rabak stream. Okay, I also need to stop talking Singaporean slang. I do not want to cater to Singapore audience. Right, so we're probably gonna look at a wick below 820. If you're gonna look at you need to understand, right, that it doesn't form there's certain scenarios, right, it won't form a Elliott wave. Okay, so if you look at Elliott wave, you have consolidation wave. It's not gonna do this. It's not gonna do this. It's not gonna do this. This is not gonna be a consolidation wave of an Elliott wave, right? It'll probably be more wickish because the market conditions now are a bit volatile, right? So wickish means that it will go a little bit below and it will try to tap under 800 even possibly, or maybe here. We probably might get a tap here. We might get a tap here, but obviously, like I said, on puts, I will close them before I flip long. So there'll be a region I flip long where very strong supports. I do think that this region will hold for the time being, but I'm more, like I said, in this market, I'm more bearish than bullish for the time being. I'm not a one-side trader. I trade both sides. A trader needs to be flexible, right? So this is, you're not gonna look, if you're looking at this Elliott wave, you're misinformed because it's too small. You need to look at the bigger time frame, which is why I try not to touch my positions too much. You talk about my crypto trade, I hold it for a long time. The reason I hold my crypto trades for a long time is because, right, I don't expect a bounce. Like yesterday, I keep saying hold the 42k short, hold the 39k short, because I don't expect a bounce at 37. But am I expecting a bounce soon here? Yes, I am. So you need to go and like consider that for yourself. So like I said, I'm just giving you opinions. This is not financial advice. I'm not gonna repeat it again. Anyway, I don't even charge, so I can't say shit. If you consider $10 a charge, then whatever, you don't pay for Netflix. Anyway, Netflix sucks. It's going to go to the drain. In terms of Netflix stocks, I'm going to talk into some stocks later, like Netflix, Apple. I've been looking at Netflix, Apple, and Meta just as a cursory overlook into like the high growth tech stocks. I've been looking at that for fun. But I'll go into some stocks after this. I know this video is going to be a bit long. I'm going to cut this off about 2:10. So today is going to be a bit messy, but hopefully I clean it up next time. I'll form a structure. I just want to try out the streaming today actually. I just got my camera, I want to try it out. So I think low 800s, 810 is somewhere I might be wanting to close already. Flipping long would probably be a bit slightly deeper. Flipping long would probably be, okay, so if you want to do a big Fibo, you probably go about 790. This region here is very strong, not just because of Fibo. You cannot just take Fibo at face value. Fibo, along with RSI, along with, there's this thing called max pain options theory. I'm telling you right now, but you need to go and research this on your own. So max pain options theory is where I go and check where most people die. You can look at this open source data. There are websites where you can go and Google, right? Where you can see where most people die or they get margin called or they get liquidated. This theory about, okay, let me show you a good website. Okay, this is for crypto, but I have for stocks also, but I don't know whether here shows. Okay, so this is a good website. It's called The Block. You can also see liquidations and options margin calls. The reason why I like to trade when people die is because it's a zero-sum game after all. I repeat many times, right? I know there might be a lot of repetition, but trading is a zero-sum game. So someone has to lose for you to win. In general, for someone to lose, right, it means that they have to die lah. So I'm not a masochist. I don't want people to die, but someone has to die for me to make money. So hopefully they're gamblers and they're not bad. They're not nice people, but someone has to lose for you to win. So in general, you're looking at about 810 and then you're trying to flip at 790. So 810 for close. I always close before I flip. It's just how I do it. You can find your own system, but this is a system that works for me. The reason I only take my trades every 2 to 3 weeks is because it works for me. I cannot day trade. Not say I cannot, but it depends on certain market conditions and not in this market. I don't want to day trade in this market. If we're in a bullish market, everything just open longs, fine, but I don't want to day trade in this market. So this line is where I'm holding. That's my analysis for Tesla. Probably about 810 close, 790 flip. I tell you offhand now, but I'm going to put it on Discord. I'll still do updates on the Discord. If you haven't already, just download the Discord app. I'm going to try to figure out how to systematically put alert systems there. In case I'm asleep or so, I'm going to try to code a bot there. I'm trying to do a lot of things at one time. You need to understand. I'm also trying to do a bot to repost my Telegram, my Twitter, and repurpose my content. I'm hiring people to do editing. Like I said, production is not as easy as people think. I have 2 camera angles, I have editors, I have script writing. I'm working with some people to do some personal finance stuff, to talk about budgeting, income. Hopefully things that help people. I'm not trying to be unethical or anything. I'm figuring it out along the way, but yeah. Also today I just woke up, so I'm wearing my Lilo and Stitch shirt. Sorry if you're asking why I'm wearing pajamas. That's the reason. Okay, anyway, I need to answer some questions. Netflix gone case. What platforms do you use for options? For options right now, I am using Tiger. I'm gonna try to promote Mumu in the future. I'll tell you offhand. I'm working with Mumu on an affiliate link, but obviously as someone who do finance content creation, I need to make money through affiliates lah. So I'm talking to some people to get some discount codes for you guys also. I'm gonna go and see which are good platforms. Try to ethically do it. Make sure they're MAS regulated and stuff. I'll do some research on that and all. But right now I use Tiger because it's easy and it's cute. You got a cute tiger that comes out when you make money. But if you're asking me personally what is a good platform, I tell you offhand right now, Interactive Broker is a good platform. Actually, IBK is the best lah. I don't want to talk about too much other stuff, but I use IBK in the past. Right now I use Tiger because I really don't care about the fees. It doesn't really matter that much. Also, it depends. Some platforms have limitations on what kind of option contracts you can open, whether they are more advanced. But I don't really do advanced options. Like you ask me whether I do wheel strategy or I use like condors or straddles. I don't. I just do cover calls, and I just do cover calls in a bull market and cover puts in a bear market. And I generally just take my monthly. I'm more of a speculative trader. I just take the 3 months and I just wait. Not so speculative that I do weeklies, but I don't need to do any strategies. I'm not making some recurring arbitrage kind of strategy to make money off the market when it stays in a region, some straddles. I'm not doing that. I'm just choosing a direction, take the profit, and I'm out. So that's how I trade. But if you want more longer term approaches, I'm trying to distinguish the Discord groups to make sure that there's a long term one, there's a short term one, there's a mid term one. So at least I can give different analysis for different, but I will need people to help me with that. So I'm going to get some people to help me with that because I need to, not everybody trades the same way. Some people like to day trade, which I will not promote. And I just think it's gambling. I don't like that. Okay. Shit. Okay, next. Okay, anyway, like I said, once again, not financial advice. I'm just trying to share my opinions, okay? Wrong then wrong. So far not that wrong. So actually not even wrong. So whatever. I like Airbnb. Let me go and talk about Airbnb. I want to buy Airbnb in the long term. Airbnb is tanked like shit. I have not covered it in a while. I've not been trading it. I've only been trading Tesla and BTC. I don't trade everything at a certain point, so it really depends like what I want to trade. And obviously there are stuff that go down more. You can tell me alts go down more. I can make more money shorting alts. Okay, I'll ask you this question. If I short alts on a 6-digit portfolio, right, or if I open contracts that are high 6 digits or whatever, right, there is a lot of slippage issue that will occur because alts have less liquidity in the market. The reason I choose to trade bigger things like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Tesla is because my size necessitates that I trade that kind of thing. But it really depends. Like, that is more easy to be manipulated if it's a small coin. They can purposely go and wick you out. I think like 2 days ago, Bitcoin went to 48k on certain platforms or to liquidate futures late shorters. And the thing is, if I don't want to be priced out by market manipulation, and altcoins can be manipulated because if you understand the fundamentals of how they lock up their tokens through an ICO or IDO or IEO, they can lock it up, they can dump it, they can repurchase their own. There's a lot of ways that they can manipulate the futures exchange, you know, and you need to choose which exchange you're using also. There's a lot of shitty, scammy exchanges out there. I can't share all this knowledge here, but I did some food for thought for you, okay? Like I said, I'm also not very knowledgeable. Just treat me as a dumbass. Okay, Airbnb. Airbnb has always been holding this 131. Oh, it just broke below 130. Oh wait, that was not today. Yeah, Airbnb has held this 130, 140 for a long time. Also because it IPO'd at this price. So I think Airbnb IPO'd at about 140. So it's still at this region. It's going to be a very strong region. Although when they first IPO'd, people said that they were very overvalued in terms of the price to sales ratio. If you go and learn like FA, not like financial advisor, but I go and learn like fundamental analysis, they were considered overvalued at the start lah. But generally things don't drop below their IPO. It should hold quite strong lah. But whether I have the guts to buy here, I don't lah. So I'm not buying here lah. But over the long time, if it breaks down, once it breaks down, I see a clear trend. I'll probably do a Fibonacci extension this way. But even then, right, predicting a downtrend from there's no bottom. You have you asked me to chart this kind of thing, right? You can't chart something that has no bottom. There is no bottom to chart. You want me to chart 78? There's no liquidation theory to chart there. There's no options. There's nobody dying here because everybody has already died. Like, you can't form so a trader cannot give you this kind of opinions. But whether I like Airbnb as a long-term stock, I don't mind it. I think when travel resumes, it can recover. So yeah, I will look into this in the future. But if you ask me as a trader, I can't give you analysis on this kind of stuff. That's how it is. DeFi. I don't know about DeFi, bro. I can't. There's not stuff. I don't look at everything. Netflix is a dying. They're purchasing very bad movies. As a user, I think they're purchasing very bad movies nowadays, and their AUM, I think their users are dropping. So that cannot bode well for the company. These are just stuff I'm not looking at. Like, I look at it as like a cursory thing. It's still on my watch list, but I'm not buying it. Not buying it long term. Don't care about it. So let's look into some altcoins first. Then we'll go into some smaller market cap stocks. Okay, anyway, like I said, treat me as a dumbass, okay? Don't ask me questions that I don't know. I'm a dumbass. Like, let's just put it out there. I know the trick to doing social media already. You just say you're a dumbass first, so people can't call you a dumbass. That's the trick. Not because I've been trading profitably. Just call me a dumbass. It's okay. I am going to be a dumbass. Okay, Solana will find a very strong bottom at this region. Although this region is very big. Like, dude, it's already in a very clear downtrend. Okay, rejection here. If you go and learn Fibonacci extensions, Fibonacci works on crypto. You know why? I always say Fibonacci and trading psychology works on crypto. I like to trade crypto. You know why? Because crypto has no value. Most cryptos have no actual value. And when things has no value, it's purely based on fear and greed. Which is why you can use the fear and greed index very well. Which is why TA works very well. FA works on things that have fundamentals. When crypto has no fundamentals, you just throw FA out the window. Then you just do TA. Obviously, there's some FA involved with terms of the market conditions, macro conditions, but this is why crypto you can do TA. Because there's no stock buyback, there's no stock splits, there's no none of that stuff. It's just pure trash. I like to buy pure trash, and I like to short pure trash, and I like to mind my language again. But once again, yeah, you see that once this big drop happened, we found a bottom at here because it's a 1.618 extension. Obviously, it can't go to a 2.618 extension because that's a negative price point. Not saying futures can't go negative. Look at oil prices 2 years ago when oil went negative. That's a nice story to read. You want to go check that out. Obviously, when you look at your first big drop here, we're at 1.618. So this should be a very strong region. It looks like it's breaking down already. So your next region will probably be about your old resistance. So you're gonna look at this region here. Oh, this is a nice squiggly line. You're probably looking at around this region, but it's not confluence with any data. So likewise, here shouldn't be a region of support. It's a region of support in terms of technicals, in terms of it being your 1.618. But I don't think it will be a region of support long term because this is a low volume node. Like I mentioned, what is a low volume node is when there's very few people who trade. If you go and look at this indicator, next time I'll use my TradingView Pro. I'm just using a random account right now because I'm scared of being doxed. But this thing called VPVR, I'll show you next time. But basically, it's where there was old resistance, which will be new support. So right now, I probably don't think this will hold. Like, you got a harsh rejection here. It's called a blow off top. We already have. If you're not sure of the technical terms of this, you can go and Google. Like, a blow off top is when it got a harsh run up and a harsh rejection. So generally, we should break down here further. We're not going to form an Elliott wave. You probably got a. This is your impulse wave here. Your A, B, C. Your C wave is here, which is your largest impulse wave. So if you want to learn Elliott waves, which works. This. Okay, sorry, my sorry for that scream. Dude, I am so retarded. Sorry, it's early in the morning. It's not early in the morning. It's early in the morning for me. Next time I should not live stream. It shows how retarded I am. Okay. Yeah, if you're gonna look at Elliott waves, right? This is your A. This is your B. Your impulse wave C. Might be a C, and then might be a small E here. And your E wave is a very ugly Elliott waves. It's probably not Elliott waves. And whether to see Elliott waves form, you gotta use this thing called I think there's this indicator called stochastics. Oscillators. Elliott wave oscillators. Yeah, correct. Then when the oscillators pass a certain region, okay, I can't show you right now. But when the oscillators pass a certain region, like Elliott wave is based on Fibonacci, so which is why it's very good for crypto. Which is why I would say you can use both Elliott wave and Fibo together. Okay, anyway, that's where I'm looking for Solana. Solana, I'm looking at it forming a bottom at the old resistance here lah. Like I can't go. It will probably trend down more. But whether you should short this kind of altcoins is something I wouldn't do. I'm just trading crypto. If crypto drops further, right now it's not where I would short because, like I said, alts will trend very similarly to BTC. So when the general market, when I think BTC is bottoming, which is bottoming soon, it's not where I'll short here. We can get very wickish movements here because there's a lot of people who late short here, and we can get very deep wicks back into 120 or 90 even possibly. So I think we can get deep wicks back to 90. Like just quick wicks there just to kill late shorters. So this is why I wouldn't short right here. But another possibility is to ladder out shorts, right? Is to ladder out if you really want to do alts, but I prefer to just do my if you really want to do alts, you can just ladder out red color here. If you really want to do, you can do ladder out here, ladder out here, ladder out here, and then do very deep wicks here so that if we get a nice wick up, you can catch the wick and then let it trend down after that. It will probably still trend down after that. So I think that's okay. FTT should be the same. What platforms do you use for crypto and stocks? Right now, personally, I use FTX. You can use my referral link. I'm gonna show an onboarding. I use XC for forex, and I use I'm gonna do a video on this like soon. I really need to go and work on that stuff. I'm also gonna use my website. The reason why someone asked me, I say I use ClickFunnels, looks very scammy. I'm not charging anything, okay? Like it's like, do you know how much I pay in terms of web hosting compared to how much I'm making from this? I'm making nothing. Like, let me put it up to you. The amount I pay to my editor and everything, I'm making nothing. I'm just doing this for fun. Like, I make more trading than anything else than this, okay? So don't like, I'm not selling some course, I'm not running ads, I'm not doing anything. So yeah, above that shit. I'm gonna put some. I use it as a platform because I am able to upload videos there. So I'm gonna upload some videos there to teach people how to onboard to the platform. Then I can get some referral links and affiliate links. Then I can make some passive income there. But generally, I'm literally making nothing. So yeah. Okay. What indicators that you swear by? Indicators that I swear by. Fibo works for crypto. Elliott waves, subjective. Elliott wave per condition. I use them for consolidation wave. When I see a pattern, a chart pattern forming, then I use Elliott waves. Above that, visible range and volume profiles, RSI, stochastics, oscillators. That's it. That's all you need. The rest is too confusing. Then just do FA, think about the macro condition. That's about it. Anyway, what's my sleep schedule like? I don't know. I just wake up whenever the market moves. I got alerts. I don't work. Okay, that sounds very corny. I'm on holidays right now. I have no school, so I do that. How to use RSI? Okay. And I'm saying some. This is just a Q&A part. If you want to ask me to look at any other stocks, I'm gonna close off this video in about 10 minutes. You can ask me anything you want to ask, or you ask me whether I'm a scam guru. Sure. If I'm scamming anybody. Okay, RSI. Basically, once it hits below 30, you consider it as overbought. When it goes below, it hits above 70, you consider it as oversold. In this market, obviously you need to look at different trend lines. For RSI, it only works in. Okay, how do you use RSI? You also can change your RSI length here. This is a 14-day RSI. The source is whether it takes it whether it's the price is whether it's a candle close or candle open, the candle high or the candle low. So this is how you use TradingView. I don't know whether you guys know how to use TradingView. I don't know what level of understanding you have, but this is my level of understanding. Maybe it's not the best. RSI generally use the 14-day length. You ask me why we use templated models, right? Or why do we use default style for... Why do people use 7-day MA? Why do people use 20-day MA? Why do people use 99-day MA? The reason why these MAs work, right, is because everybody uses them. The reason why Fibonacci works is because every high-frequency group uses them. Every high-frequency bot uses them. The more people use it, the more of a self-fulfilling prophecy it becomes. Because if people believe that there's a support, then it becomes a support. You know? So, in general, yeah, that's how you want to look at it. In terms of looking at RSI, if you go and look at every time it hits 30, right? Below 30 here. If you buy here, up. You buy here, up. But this is a very cursory way of looking at it. You're obviously looking on a 5-minute candle here and a 14-day MA here for your RSI. RSI is basically a price and volume indicator that is based on the last 14 days. So it will look at the price and the volume on the last 14 days and you'll figure out where it has shown strength, where it has shown weaknesses. Right, so that's called relative strength. It's based on a index, which is and there's a formula for it. You can go and search it, but it's packed off like the general trend of the moving average and where it's been overbought and oversold. So generally, whenever it's oversold like here, overbought like here, you take a put here, it should go down after that. But will you be able to close here? Yeah, technically it does lah. So basically, if like you take a short here, you take a buy here when you touch 30, then when you go back up to. But you see, there's a lot of lagging indicators. There's this thing called what is it? Repainting or lagging indicators. The reason why if you take a short here, you will suffer. It will go to 950 after that, right? 910. But technically, if you take a short here, is it okay? In the long run, it's okay. But it doesn't really always work. Let's say you take a buy here when it hits 30, then you'll suffer as it goes down here. It might not go back to 910. I don't think it will. So if you want to do RSI, you can use a broader time frame to look at it. Like I use RSI in a very, very much broader time frame and use it with a pinch of salt. A broader time frame will be seeing it. Oh yeah, we have just reached this big region here. If I sell here at 800, will I get the chance to buy under 800 again? You did, but you have to suffer the FOMO of 1,200. So you got to really look at it on a broader time frame and use a pinch of salt and confluence with other factors. So RSI is not the best indicator. how can you do some analysis for forex? I do forex on the Telegram channel. Someone else is helping me with that. I'm not an expert at forex. I just know macro trends in different economy. But forex is also, you can also just use TA for forex, and there's a different strategy. You don't use FA on forex because there's no fundamentals. It's not like a company. So if you want to go check out the forex stuff, I have some video that's gonna come out for free on my website, and you can go check out the Telegram link. But yeah, TA on DeFi, I don't know DeFi, bro. Like how much you earn this week? Nothing, you know lah. Decent lah. But I don't short that big. Right now I'm only shorting 5 digits, so I'll make like 4 digits. That's about it, and it's okay. But I did take the trade down from 42 to, I haven't closed yet, so I don't consider earn as cause I haven't closed it yet, right? If you see my Telegram chat, I took a short from 42.7. I haven't closed it yet. I held it for damn long. The reason you can hold it for so long is also because funding rates are negative. You can consider using this indicator as an indicator also. Funding rates. If you're doing crypto, when long, there are more longs than shorts, longs pay shorts. When there are more shorts than longs, shorts pay long. The reason why they do this is because they're trying to peg your futures price to your spot price. They need to make sure that these two prices are aligned, because if one price is above, then there will be opportunity for arbitrage between the futures price and the spot price. And but it also can be manipulated if it's an altcoin, which is why the whole system of it is much more complicated than you think. But you can also use funding rates. The reason why, okay, funding rates for BTC I think that I don't really care too much about funding rates, because the funding rates also increase if your contract increases. So let's say if you're opening like 100k contracts or 1,000,000 contracts, your funding rates will increase a lot. And 0.01%, different platforms have different funding rates. FTX is paid per hour, Binance is paid every 7 hours. Nobody uses Binance nowadays because it's banned lah. But funding rates like this, right, means if I'm opening if I'm opening like, let's say 10k in contracts, then this will equate out to 80 cents. I'm paying 80 cents per. So is it negative or positive? If it's positive, means positive funding rates, who pays who? Okay, I'm very confused. Wait, positive funding rates, negative funding rates, longs pay what? Positive funding rates, longs pay shorts. Right, the funding rate is positive, longs pay shorts. Right, so yeah, right now, longs pay. Okay, longs pay shorts because there are more longs than shorts. So when the funding rates are positive, longs pay shorts. So opening a short, I'm being paid 80 cents per hour. Okay, so finally makes sense. Sorry, sometimes it's a bit confusing to me as well. So yeah, when you get paid, it's okay to open up, hold your short longer because you're getting paid. And the reason why I did write my rationale, where's my Telegram? I did write my rationale for holding the short. So I said in these market conditions, still good to hold. I only close on a very strong support. Looking at low 30s, as I said, I'll judge macro conditions when we get there. This is May 4th. This is May 4th. I keep saying that I will hold this short. I want to protect this short. I also give my rationale why I don't know, you can go and check it out. I did write my rationale for holding it. Reason why I'm still in this BT short. I want to protect this short as best I can. Sure, I can attempt to predict a support and re-short high to increase profits, but I'm hesitant we get a lot of good bounces along the way. And did we get a lot of good bounces along the way? We didn't. So that's the reason why I want to protect my short. And I don't consider it as profits until I close it. So that's one way you can see it. The reason I'm also able to hold so long is because my leverage is not high. I'm using very low leverage, confirm lower than most of you guys. So my risk appetite is, I can handle it longer than most people, and I don't really care because it's low leverage, low contracts. If you want to hold so long, you also can just take profits along the way lah, then just hold the rest all the way down lah. That's my perspective. It's more stress free. I can still go to the gym, I can still do my own shit. And also that's why I also want to do content creation to at least diversify my income stream. I still believe I'm a good trader, but the idea is to, like, I can obviously take a high leverage thing and then sit there and stress. And when I was stressing last time, okay, some input about market, about trading as a mentality of a trader. If I sit here and stress about my very high position, if I'm opening like 500k or a mil or whatever, you sit here, now I'll end up smoking. I don't even want to smoke. I'll end up drinking. I will have bad habits when I sit here and I keep staring at it obsessively. Every week I get scared, I get killed. What's the point? So I just take a longer movement. I'm less speculative, I'm more long term. I guess that's one way to put it, right? my own rationale. You can do whatever you want, honestly. I'm not gonna advise you on leverage or whatever your size. I only recommend using lower because it's less stressful. And also lower is contingent on size. Maybe my lower leverage is still a decent size. I will not disclose. I don't want to disclose too much. You can just let my track record speak for itself if you want to see. That's all I'm going to share. Anyway, number one stock in 5 years. I want to say Airbnb. I think Tesla also has a chance, but I really like this. Dude, I don't know why. I know this went down from 28 to $2, but I think some stocks, if you want to like YOLO into it, there are some stocks that can be YOLO into. Like, I think the I'm trying to not lose my shit and my money, so I will buy Airbnb lah. I'll buy Airbnb. I will buy Apple, Google, maybe Fastly. Fastly is a bit of a YOLO because it's run off TikTok. It's a cloud server for TikTok. You might think that they are low right now, but that's also the best kind of times you want to buy. You know, so there's some YOLO things I'm looking at. I will do a video on this, like top 5 stocks I'm looking into. There are some I'm looking into. If you want like passive kind, I always tell people to buy Lockheed Martin. I bought Lockheed Martin throughout the whole year last year because I was assuming the Russian-Ukraine war will increase the defense budget, and I'll just buy. It's a very stable stock. I treat this as like almost my stable portfolio. I buy it and I close my eyes. You can look at it. It's pretty decent. Let's look at the weeklies. You can go and check out the chat. You can, full disclosure, I bought LMT since like 300s, 200s. I just buy, and I just leave it. It's like an index fund to me. Better than an index fund. It goes up, but slow lah. Not even that slow actually. How much to join your premium? I have no premium right now. Oh, I'm not even opening premiums right now. I literally charge nothing, so I don't know what you want to say. I will do it later. Like, I'll do a Discord group. But the premium basically lets you join my live chats like that. Ask me questions. And after that, I'll still upload everything to most people anyway. And I'm probably going to charge like $15. That's my planned price point, which is not expensive. If you can pay for Netflix, I think the alpha I'm giving is pretty decent. Obviously, just treat me, but you're going to buy into a dumbass. I'll tell you first. I'm dumb. I say first. Please don't shit on me online. Call me dumb because I'm going to say first. I'm dumb. Yeah, whatever you want to say. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what leverage do you use to trade stocks? Very little. I don't use leverage options, so I do monthlies. So depending on what kind of stocks you're trading, your monthly prices will be different on your options, right? Do you trade crypto perpetual futures? Yeah, I do. Primarily, I've been doing that anyway. Okay. Anyway, I think that's it for today's video. I'm gonna upload this whole live stream. I'm just testing out. Today was just testing out the live stream. You can ask me more questions and all. I love my camera angles, man. Yeah, if you want to ask me more questions, I'm not going to do, like, if you want to ask me, like, recommend me what kind of content I want to do, I'm also going to do, like, budgeting, personal finance, like, how I manage my budget, maybe stuff about my apartment and my plans for the future. Still going to throw some fitness motivation stuff, but I'm trying to stray away from fitness because that's not my goal right now. I'm also I just gym every day, but I don't want to do so much fitness content that much. So I'll be talking more about stocks, but I'm trying to try to do more clean stuff. I'll not give him too much of my analysis on YouTube, more on Discord, but I'll give my ideas on YouTube, okay? So if you want to give me some recommendation on what kind of content you want to do, you can put on my Discord. I'm open to sharing and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, like I mentioned, all my analysis has been done today for like crypto, BTC, Tesla, Solana, FTT, Airbnb. I've done most of it today. If you want to, I'll do polls, ask you what you want me to look at. With regards to Luna, also, a lot of people ask me about Luna. Luna should also still be going down since the macro trend is bearish. It's slightly different because it's pegged to the UST. Like it's tied in with the US Terra, so it should be a bit more stable in some sense. But you need to go and look at the FA of the underlying token also. Don't you feel trading crypto futures is a bit like gambling? What leverage do you use when you trade futures? 1 to 2 times. That's how low I use actually right now. So quite chill. And it's gambling, but if you're good at gambling, there are good gamblers out there. Like I'll leave on a parting note saying that, like, I think good traders are like good gamers. I know there's a stupid ad that girl does, like, if you're a good gamer, you can be a good trader. Oh, another video I want to do is about reviewing trading crypto ads or reviewing finance ads. I think there's a lot of funny ads. I saw like the time trader. I saw the options is better than stock. Felicia Fong, the options mastery. I'm not gonna shit on anything. I'm just gonna give my unbiased opinion on whether what they're saying is correct or wrong, and just treat me as a dumbass as well, like I mentioned. But I'm gonna cover my opinions on like some of the ads. The ads are quite cool. Like some of the ads are quite funny also. So I recently get a lot of the Octa FX ad also. That's something that's quite clowny to me. So anyway, if you talk about why I say good gamblers are good traders or investors, is because they have a stomach for risk appetite. And I think most people, if you're in the market, you need to have a stomach for risk appetite. Also, I always say the odds ratio. When you play poker, all this kind of stuff, your odds ratio, your outs, what's your probability of win, is how you when you can look at your probability win charts, you can also look at how you can ladder each region. So that's why I say laddering is the most important key thing. It's not so much about putting a stop loss. A lot of people say, I know there's another ad that says, do you know that whenever the market stops you out is when you lose money, blah, 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 and then it flies after that. Yeah, that kind of, I know there's one guy that does that. But basically, right, it's somewhat true. I'm not going to reject that thesis, but it's also putting stop losses at certain regions. There are regions where I don't put stop loss. When I believe in it, I don't put stop loss. I just ladder slower. That's why I can do 1 to 2 times. I ladder so slow that I don't get priced out. Then when it reaches my profit region, I just put a trailing stop loss and I just let it run. That's why you ask me why I never take profit from 48k all the way to 30. I hold my 42 all the way. I close my 40 at 41. I open at 42 again. So generally I could have just held the whole 48 down anyway. It's the same thing, right? So I'm talking about crypto lah, BTC lah. But in general, if you're holding a longer term, you have a smaller leverage. To be honest, right, the longer term trader might be more profitable than the day trader in the long run. Because if I take such a big 20-30% swing, even if it's just on my capital, let's say I have 10k in the account, it becomes 13k. You know, even if it's just 1 times leverage, if you're going for, I'm going for profit win rate and percentage chance, not on high leverage and one trade make 100%. I've done that before. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think we've all made mistakes before. But I think that truly trading on that kind of leverage would be something akin to gambling. Not something my stomach and my mental state can handle, which is why I'm trying to YouTube or so. I'm not here because like I'm so altruistic. I want to do I'm here to make money as well. Don't get me wrong. I think content creation can make money as well. But obviously I'm not trying to give bullshit advice. So trying to give proper stuff. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. It's quite long. Margin trading is also not bad. I'll go into the details on the difference between margin and futures. There's a margin only limits you to a certain amount of borrowing, and you have to pay margin borrowing. These concepts I'm quite familiar with, so I can expand on that in a later time. But anyway, thanks for watching. Do let me know your questions in the future and Discord, and stay tuned. Okay, see you. Bye.